Hey guys, so I've been making a lot of changes in my shop, and one of the things I wanted to do was build an entirely new clamp rack. And the reason for that is simply I just didn't like the look of my old ones anymore. So here we are. It houses my Eps Tile clamps and my parallel clamps. It cost me about $4 total to make because I only use scrap plywood. Now it did cost 2.5 hours of my time. Not really that big an investment for me because I got some enjoyment out of it. I like woodworking, so I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. And if you want to see all the dimensions that I use for this project, you go down into the description below, click that, it'll link to my website, and you can download the free plans there. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to do is cut all of our plywood to size. Because I'm using scrap plywood, I really can't show you how to cut it out of a 4x8 sheet or anything like that, because these are just pieces I had lying around. Once you have all your pieces cut, I'm using a table saw sled right here. What I'm doing is I'm just using some hot glue to set some templates so that I can get repetitive cuts. Now you can use double stick tape to do the same thing, or you don't even have to use a table saw sled, but that's just what I'm using. So this is why I like using the hot melt glue. It just pops off super easy and no damage to my table saw sled. So for the parts that my parallel clamps are going to be sitting on, I'm laminating together 2 pieces of plywood with some glue and pin nails. And because you're probably not going to get them perfectly even, I'm just going to go ahead and sand them, and it's going to make it nicer. Everything's going to be even. It's going to be easier on your hands as well. So it's win-win-win. I highly recommend using the Craig jig here. It makes it super easy, super fast. You could use dados as well. It's just, again, just makes the project go so much quicker, and realistically, who cares if you're using pocket hole screws in your shop built furniture. So what I'm using here is a spacer for the bottom to set the height of these, and for the spacing in between. With my parallel clamps, I'm using this 3/8 inch spacer, and it works really well for my own clamps. I would suggest you checking your own, because maybe yours aren't the same as mine. For my Eps Tile clamps, I set equidistance lines all the way across this board that I'm cutting equally on both sides to get the correct spacing. Whenever I'm actually installing it, like right here, I'm using a slight angle so that they can't just fall off. I have to pull them up and then out. To attach this to the wall, I just held it with one arm. This blue tape up there actually marks my stud locations, and I'm just going to put 3 screws into it. I'll put one in, I tightened it up enough to where I can actually put the level on it, and then level it, and then attach the other 2 screws. So this is the finished clamp rack. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely check out some of my other videos as well.